on today. Let's turn this radio down in the background. Thought I'd do a quick vertical live, say good morning. I'm going to work today on a couple of short films I've been editing. I started on them about a week or so ago, did the organization first. That's usually my first step, get everything organized. And actually, I'm working on three simultaneously, which is something I haven't done in a while. Some of the footage, some scenes of the production weren't done. It was kind of spaced out production. So instead of waiting until all the footage was done, the producer wanted me to start cutting so that he has a deadline to reach. So I started cutting and got a little bit of all three done. I have to check in on the third one as soon as I finish talking with you guys and make sure I have the opening created, make sure everything is organized. Kind of working on them all three at the same time, making sure I stay focused. One, I've made substantial progress, the first one, so I'm going to finish that as much as possible and then get that out to the producer so he can take a look at it and see if there's anything that's missing to make sure everything is in the correct order. Some scenes were cut, so I'm following the script as much as possible and just skipping over scenes that were cut. And it's coming together. I'm sure there's going to be scenes that need to be shifted around. And that's just something I want you to be aware of. When you're working on other people's projects, sometimes you need to be flexible. Normally, I like to wait till all the footage is done and then I start editing so I can make the most informed decision and the most creative choices. But you have to be flexible when you're working with clients. Sometimes they will do stuff that you don't expect. They'll want you to start sooner. And there are some clients that in the past want you to edit as they go. So that's another possibility. So as an editor, this is just a tip for editors. As an editor, you have to be flexible. When you have clients and you worked with them and you like working with them and they follow through and you follow through, sometimes you have to make changes to your working style. Sometimes it's not easy, but you have to have that flexibility in business. That's what business is all about. A lot of times editors, creative people uh, don't have the flexibility to be as flexible as needed with clients. When you're in business, sometimes things change. Sometimes you work differently. Sometimes you have to adapt to different clients, and especially your most prized clients. I do also do web site maintenance, project management. I'm a project manager also for a website in Georgia, for a city website. And so you're dealing with a lot of government people. You're dealing with a lot of people who work for the city. You're kind of an independent contractor. Well, not kind of, I am an independent contractor. I'm the project manager for the website and the video content. So I have to be flexible. I work with a lot of different people. And so you have to work with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different expectations. So you have to get used to it. You have to have a thick skin and you have to make quick turnarounds. Like, for instance, the website that I'm the project manager for, sometimes in government, they have emergencies. Something could happen in the city, the trees could go down, something could break down. It's almost like news. So you have to drop whatever you're doing and jump right on to getting the news out to the public. So I've been working with them for almost 3 years now, and they're a really solid client. I enjoy it, but you have to have that flexibility. You have to have that flexibility to move when they need you. Again, it's kind of like news. The internet has taken over as far as government websites, and a lot of cities get their fast breaking news from the website because the major news stations don't cover small little things that happen in small towns. So you, as the website person, have to be able to jump and get stuff out as quick as possible. So this morning I had to make some updates, and I was able to get those done very quickly and get them out on the website to the public. They also use Facebook. To get a lot of messages out because it's a small town and a lot of people are older and they rely on Facebook to get their news. It's kind of something that I had to get used to because I just normally get my news from uh, the traditional media, different kinds of media, online and television. But a lot of people do nowadays use their phone to get their current news. And hyper local news, as they say, dealing with a small town or city government, uh, is sometimes delivered over Facebook. It's sometimes delivered, off of the city website. So again, basically what I'm saying is with all kinds of clients, my editing clients, my website clients, project management clients, if you're running a small business, you have to be flexible. You have to understand and deliver customer service. That's why I did a whole series. You can check it out on my channel here about customer service. Customer service is something that deals with all types of people running businesses. And if you're interested in, if you're here because you're an actor, you're an editor, or you're a director, which are my primary areas, customer service is still important. You might not think of it as customer service, but if you're an actor, the viewer is your customer. Uh, when you're trying to get the job, the producer or the director, they're your customer. And you are the product you're offering. So you have to have and deliver top quality customer service. When you're auditioning, uh, you have to follow those directions and give the customer what they want so that they will consider you to be cast in their role. It's all customer service. It's all customer service. You have to define who your customer is. That's one thing I love talking about. I've always been drawn to customer service when I approach people from a business point of view. Sometimes it's frustrating, but when you're dealing with clients and if you are the front-facing face of the business, you need to be professional. You need to not take it personal. You need to deliver top quality service so the customers will refer you and will come back. So again, I'm going to just do a small video today. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. I see you down there. Just sent you oh, thank you, a reaction. Thank you, a reach on the wall. Thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I can't see your names down there. I'm on my cell phone. I don't have YouTube Studio open at the moment. I'm back here today in my home editing suite. Next week I'll be returning again down to the Orange Door Spaces. It's in Redondo Beach, California. I was there yesterday and I shot a bunch of content. I edited one piece today and last night and I put it up. So I shot a bunch of episodes for our YouTube channel right here and some interesting content. You can go check it out. One of my newest videos on the channel there. But again, the main purpose of this quick vertical live here is just to say, the bottom line is you have to be flexible. You have to be flexible when you're offering business services to clients and you're trying to build a business, no matter what field it is. It could be something here. You could be building your YouTube channel, and you want to convince clients to partake of your services that you're offering on your YouTube channel. You need to be professional. You need to follow through with what you plan to do and what you say you're going to do. So that's what I try to do here. I'm in talks also, finally getting closer to delivering more of the comedy that I've been talking about. I met a couple of weeks ago with an actress who I worked with in the past, and she's going to be joining me on the channel. We're about to set up a meeting, our first production meeting, to talk about what comedy elements we're going to do. We're going to be doing some remote shoots, and I will be putting those together, comedy bits. I'm thinking about doing potentially some sketch comedy. I think she's up for that, and I think we could do some funny stuff together. And it will be shot remotely, and then I will edit it and put it up here for you guys. I'm going to shoot some horizontal, and I'll be delivering, like I normally do, some short bits of it vertically in the shorts. So look forward to that. Once we decide what the topics will be, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And but again, customer service, following through, you have to be flexible with your clients. That's just a little tip for today. So I'm going to jump off now. I got to get onto this editing and try to find out where I am on these 3 projects I'm working on. Like I said, I'm working on 3 projects at once, which is kind of interesting. Keeps my mind occupied. I haven't done this in years. I don't think I've ever worked on projects, 3 separate projects at one time. One's a feature and 2 are short films. And I'm trying to keep on track because the client has a deadline for a festival that's coming up. So I will see you guys later on today. I might jump back on later today. And if you haven't been to my channel, please go to my channel, look around, look at some of my content, and subscribe or share it. I really like you to watch it also because I need to build up my watch hours. And I need your help. I need your help to build up those watch hours. I need your help. So watch some of the content. Turn it on and let it play in the background. Just help me build up those watch hours. I'm going to start talking about that because the watch hours are where I'm weak. The watch hours I need to build up. So I'm going to start thinking of a creative way to ask people to help me build up my watch hours without gaming the system. Watch it, put it on in the background while you're doing your work, and watch it. Watch my content and do your work at the computer. All right, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.